going on, guys? I should have 10 minutes with you. And our crows are cawing. I really think that it's important for anyone that watches this to understand that that I'm out here every day. And I've been out here for 10 years. And I've gotten to see a lot of the world. And I'm competent and able to critically think enough and have been through enough to confidently say that I'm seeing a change. This world is getting, like, society as a whole, from what I see, because I'm able to see what you'd call NPCs, like people with a base character that respond to the same stimuli the same way, regardless of culture or location. People that have like a base code. And they seem to directly respond to my thoughts inside, my spirituality. When I feel a type of way, like confident enough to start creating, the world will violently attack me or psychologically torture me for months. And what I'm saying is that it's getting more violent and harder to control, to the point that I feel reluctant to leave my car. Like, I feel the only way that I'm going to survive, because at the same time I'm having dreams where I'm entering a different, there's some type of new golden light information that opens up my body and goes into my heart chakra, my core, and I'm laughing. I'm feeling like these tingles. I'm seeing a different world, like a different level of dream that I've never had before. And I'm waking up happy, but completely hollow and empty and lifeless. And then the people out here are not doing well. Like, violently aggressive. They come here to... They should be enjoying this view. But most of them are just staring at me, revving their engine and going in circles, getting out of the car and stomping around their car, hitting their car. One of them's parked in the middle of... Look. I had to shine the camera on them. They're still staring at me. But parked in the exact center of the parking lot to try to draw the attention away. You heard? So that's gonna be my warning about society, and I'm going to upload that right now, and then I'm gonna drop what I think the best thing that you guys can do to make it. Okay? You heard? I see that the gang stalkers are now leaving. And that happened all day yesterday. And there was some guy that said his name was JC that hung out with me all day. And he was saying a bunch of stuff that you would think is crazy, but once you realize that he was talking in my subconscious, he was bringing to light the things that I was afraid to think about from my past. Like, you think he's just mumbling to himself, but really he was like taking in like an extra layer. And then he was eventually, like I told you, they try to rope it out and steal it. So it felt like he took it, and then he started cackling like they always do, and then saying that he was so mad somebody just stole his life and they're gonna be me, and he tried to tell me that I was gonna become him now, which is insanely traumatizing, especially from what I've been through. And he hasn't showed up. So I think that was a body of somebody that checked out a while ago, and a bunch of other things were speaking through him. Because I think that our bodies are spiritual portals to a different dimension, and I think that I can channel the sun and cultivate energy, and I've learned skills to let me do that this world is very upset about and actively trying to destroy. to the point that they will non-stop torture me, like psychological torture every day. And they're not fair about it. They're not funny about it. It's not a sense of humor like God has a sense of humor. It's not pray and focus on Jesus and it goes away. It's that it's not going to stop until I submit, and I'm not going to. So they're doing the best that they can. Like I feel absolutely nothing. I hate this version of myself. This is who I become. There's somebody circling my car right now. Circling my car and staring me down. So it's up to you to pay attention to what's right in front of your face and make a decision. I'm gonna drop you the best knowledge that I have right now, and as I'm learning more, because I'm studying every day, I'm at $38. My phone card is gonna be $55, and I'm gonna fly a sign because I've applied to every job from this strip all the way down to that town, all the way down there. I've applied to every job and they have not hired me. And everybody that's come to talk to me has said they make it really weird. They make it like two kind of 50-year-old women have tried to fuck me. The guy's still circling my car angry. Yep, he's gonna keep doing it. He's not gonna stop. They're not real. They're actual demons. They're actual demons. And they're not gonna stop. It's something I must have to learn. But I've applied to all these jobs, it's not working, so I'm gonna try to fly a sign and hold on to my dignity enough. I'm trying to get a pull-up and dip bar and a hammer so that I can build something out here where I showed you the other day. And then I'm trying to get a bike of some kind. It's just they make it hard, so I'm gonna have to retreat. Because going up here fighting isn't doing anything but feeding the monster. So thanks for watching. Is this the Vital Delivery Solutions? So after circling my car the whole time I was talking, there's a part of this parking lot specifically for the worst types of people, which is this last one right here. Anyone that's ever parked there is a violent gang stalker with bad masculinity issues. Yep, he's when you bring attention to them, they have to pretend like they're human. But they're only here to take information and try to infiltrate your subconscious mind. I just saw something. I just saw what looked like a squid monster. And I've had dreams about those things for a while. Where in my dream they have bodies and they have intentions and they're usually guiding people through tests by like sticking their tentacles in the people's backs, and the people are confused and don't know what they're doing, and these things have no emotion and they're taking them someplace else. I just saw one out of the corner of my eye. So it probably hopped off this guy and is trying to get into my scene. Which is why they try to whittle away my focus, and they try to program you to think that being critical thinking and not caring about the other people in your surroundings so that you can change all your daily habits and control your impulses to harmonize and make the world how it used to be when everybody loved each other and everybody just wanted to have a good day. That thing that destroys community is an artificial intelligence. And it's in all of us, and especially the vaccinated, and especially the people that are fat that smoke cigarettes. Because it's a cellular war to keep us from connecting to the sun, like all these trees are doing. There's my sermon. All the people that were smoking cigarettes and staring at me had to flick their cigarette out and spit out the window at once, because they got ordered by something else at the same time, to all do it at the same time. And that thing's trying to get in me. It's getting harder. So I'm changing my daily habits. And I'm going to find a way that I think works. And I'm going to share it probably to one person that it matters, and then the rest are probably spies for the Matrix. You heard me? I know you heard me.